For my final project, I would like to talk a little bit more about a man we've learned a great deal from already, and the craft that he loves. That's why I've titled my presentation, The Traditional Wooden Lacrosse Stick, Alfred Jacques, and Gift Exchange. First, a bit about the game of lacrosse. In the native tongue of the Haudenosaunee people, the name given to lacrosse is Dehonchiquais, or They Bump Hips, which makes a great deal of sense due to the sport's physical nature. For the Haudenosaunee people, this game is also the Creator's game. It was given to them by the Creator and is therefore played in his honor. The game was even played on the shores of Onondaga Lake for the Great Hiawatha over 1,000 years ago, making that place a site of hierophany, or manifestation of the sacred. Jumping back into the present day, we have perhaps the most renowned lacrosse stick maker in the world, Louis Alfred Jacques. Now in his late 60s, Jacques began making his own sticks at 13 years old. Everything he learned came from careful study and practice with his father, Lou Jacques. Working side by side, continuing to perfect their crafts, the father-son duo produced about 12,000 sticks per year. After his father's death some 30 years ago, Jacques now makes about 200 sticks every year. Being one of the more sacred instruments in Haudenosaunee culture, there is a great deal of time and care that goes into making a lacrosse stick. To start, Jacques and his understudy Parker Booth will search the woods for just the right shagbark or bitternut hickory tree that will then be chopped down and split into pieces. It is important to note that all parts of the tree get used. To do otherwise would be to dishonor the exchange the stickmaker facilitates with the living earth. After 2 months to let the wood dry, it is steamed and bent into shape. After another 10 months of drying, Jacques will sit down at his carving horse to shape and sand the wood to give it its smooth texture. This is not done without the future owner of the stick present, emphasizing the importance of the right feel. Finally, Jacques drills the holes for the netting as he strings up the stick to complete the process. As previously mentioned, the future owner being present for the stick shaping shows just how important the stick truly is. Jacques wants to ensure that each individual can display his or her own gifts to the Creator with the greatest ease. Another important part of this whole process is the living energy that exists and is transferred from one being to another. These two quotes from a short film on Jacques titled The Stickmaker, Alf Jacques Unstrung, sums up this transfer perfectly. Quote, "In the stick is the energy from that live tree. That energy is transferred from the person and the stick to this game of lacrosse, from one living thing to another." End quote. And in the end, all of this energy will go to blessing the Creator, who provided the Haudenosaunee with this sacred game. Thank you.